Atletico de Madrid can no longer be disdainfully referred to as noisy neighbours after adding plenty of bite to their bark in recent years. As they take the short trip across town to face bitter rivals Real Madrid at a revamped Santiago Bernabeu in La Liga, Atletico will be confident they can once again be a thorn in the side of Los Blancos.
The Madrid Derby, I believe it's intense because it's the battle of the city, you know. Both teams are both from Madrid, 7 kilometers apart. So whoever wins the derby is deemed as the king of the city.
Atletico Madrid is now one of the biggest teams in Europe and one of the most fearsome teams. In fact, Atletico Madrid now can compete with any team in the world. You know, the intensity of the game, the passion, you know, and each and every player during that game is trying to, to excel, is trying to show that he has arrived.
It is Atleti who hold the current status of defending La Liga champions, having emerged from their rivals' considerable shadow last season. There was much joy for Atletico and their animated coach Diego Simeone when they clinched the La Liga title on the last day of the season, a come-from-behind 2-1 win at Real Vallecano, seeing them clinch the title just 2 points ahead of a chasing Real. The Madrid Derby has become one of the world's most celebrated fixtures and the most played game in Spanish football history.
Todos los jugadores, todos los partidos, digamos, contra el Real Madrid son especiales porque son los partidos que uno quiere jugar, que uno quiere demostrar. Mucha gente los cataloga a veces si rinden en esa clase de partidos.
While the Spanish capital is known for its historical buildings, food markets, Renaissance art and bustling nightlife, to the football world it's renowned for Real and Atleti.
You go all around different parts of the city and you meet people, and some of them they are from Madrid and others are from Atletico, and there's always joking and everything, and it's always good, you know, to be. It's always better to be the side that you win on the next day, and not the side that you lose. But it's always interesting, you know, having this kind of derbies in this great city.
Real Madrid were officially established in 1902 and Atletico the following year after a group of Basque students decided they didn't like the way their city's other team were playing. Their rivalry was immediate, taking root even before their first recorded official meeting, a 1-1 draw in 1906. The clubs went on to become important institutions in Spanish football and were both founder members of the first La Liga tournament in 1929. Their cross-city animosity has often reached boiling point over the years.
No, emoción, nervios, bueno, un poco de todo, ¿no? Ya sabes que después del partido vas a recibir llamadas de gente conocida, tanto del Madrid como del Atlético Madrid, y bueno, y eso influye mucho también, ¿no? Yo creo que el jugador sale con muchas ganas de ganar esos partidos, ¿no? Yo creo que son partidos muy especiales.
For all Atleti's big talk, they are under no illusions of just how dominant Real have been in becoming one of Europe's most celebrated clubs, with a record 34 La Liga and 13 UEFA Champions League titles. Atletico are 11-time La Liga winners, but they are agonizingly still in search of a first Champions League title, having finished as runners-up on 3 occasions. One of the players who has turned out for both clubs is the irrepressible Raúl, who came through the youth ranks at Atleti before heading across town. He remains one of the derby's top goal scorers. One clash from the 1996-97 season was even named after him. It was labelled the Night of Raúl, after he scored twice and provided 2 assists in a 4-1 victory. Many players like Saúl Ñíguez, Alvaro Morata, and most recently Marcos Llorente have made the switch from Real Madrid to Atleti. An exceptional case was that of Fernando Hierro. The defender was about to sign for Atleti and even posed with their jersey, only for Real Madrid to swoop in at the last minute with a more attractive offer, paying Atleti compensation. Atletico de Madrid didn't win a single derby between 1999 and 2013. Los Colchoneros played 25 games without beating their neighbours before finally breaking the drought in the 2013 Copa del Rey final at the Santiago Bernabéu. In extra time, with the scores deadlocked at 1-1, Atleti centre-back Miranda headed in the winner to become a legend of the capital city derby. He dedicated the goal to his son, who he stated would no longer be teased at school about the 14-year drought. Another goal-scoring centre-back, Sergio Ramos, broke Atleti hearts in both Lisbon and Milan in the Champions League finals these teams contested in 2014 and 2016. In the first match, he equalised with a header in stoppage time to force extra time, after which Los Blancos ran out 4-1 winners. 2 years later, he opened the scoring in a match that Real Madrid won in a penalty shootout, in which he also scored. In the last final between the two, the 2019 Spanish Super Cup, Ramos once again scored the decisive goal in the penalty shootout to hand Real Madrid the title. Having since moved to Paris, Ramos will no longer torment Atleti. Meanwhile, Simeone has built a formidable squad, having prized Antoine Griezmann back from Barcelona. He's added the experience and guile of Luis Suarez and the precocious talent of João Felix up front, while the man-mountain Jan Oblak is Atleti's imposing last line of defence. From an African perspective, the Central African Republic's Jeffrey Kondogbia provides the steel in their midfield. For Real, their star man in recent years has been Karim Benzema, who has now scored over 200 La Liga goals for Madrid in a consistent career, with Vinicius Jr. also coming into his own. The young Angolan-born French midfielder Edouard Camavinga has shown plenty of promise early in his career. And in goal, Thibaut Courtois is back to top form, helping Madrid to the top of the early La Liga standings this season. Atleti remain hot on their heels though, and as the festive season approaches, there will be no Christmas gifts on offer as another titanic capital city clash awaits.